Dunkin'. What can I get for you today?
Good morning. Today we are going to zip over to a longtime friend of mine's house. She has an above ground koi pond that she built, a DIY koi pond, and I thought it was kind of neat, so we're gonna go over and check it out. Oh yeah, these railroad tracks are tore up. We're here. Let's go check it out.
What are you eating?
These flowers. Like, they get pretty tall and then they like bloom purple and white. I like the big black ones. I don't know that.
And I always get not the water lettuce hyacinth. They have water hyacinths, and I like putting them in there. I need to find a way to, because they eat the roots off, and then the roots clog up the pumps, and then you got to clean the pumps. So, but they love eating the roots of them or whatever. And then they're in the period about, it was still cold. It got really warm, and then it got cold again, and the water just turned green as it could be. I couldn't see them anymore. I couldn't even see the fish.
It was disgusting.
So, I had a little bit of this left over, barley extract, and put it all around the edge of the pond. And I bought a new UV filter.
Where do you keep your UV? Where's your UV filter?
It's right here. This is it's inside the UV light is inside of here, and it's attached to a pump over here.
Gosh.
That brings the water into it, so the water, comes in and goes back out. A lot of times I have that pump over there running the water coming out of the well, the pump.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's not working.
I haven't done it yet. I've got to go buy some different size hose. My other stuff is all gone, so I gotta get different hose. So, but yeah, I have 3 pumps running right now. I got this one that runs in through here, and I've got the one that runs to my UV, and then that one over there just makes noise because I like the noise.
Log over there?
Besides, it's good. It aerates the water. And I have this log because I just had it when I lived in Toledo. We went somewhere along and found a piece of driftwood, and I've kept it ever since. Yeah, and there was a couple pumps I just bought offline, Amazon, and then there's been some I bought at Menards. You can get them pretty much anywhere. Amazon's probably your best bet, though. You can probably get them cheaper at Amazon. Okay, so I have a 32-gallon garbage can, and I have a couple attachments that are glued inside and out with, of course, marine caulk. We have water coming in from a pump that is attached to the hose that is attached to the garbage can, which brings water in. I have a PVC pipe up here, which you don't need. You could use something else, but I have a pretty big PVC pump, so the water has like a waterfall effect coming off that way. Down here I have a drain, so we have water coming in and water going out 2 ways. You can open up the valve and drain it wherever you want to, and after the water's drained, I like to clean my material. I have different thicknesses, like the little sponges aren't as thick and abrasive as this, and I have charcoal about every 3 weeks or so. In the summer anyway, I drain it, go spray off all the foam in there, and just put it back together. I do have media balls in there, but it's not necessary because there's so much bacteria, good bacteria that stays in there. Okay, I'm gonna take this apart, and we're gonna drain it so you can see the inside and how hopefully it works for you. I need to go get a couple tools. I'll be right back. All right, so this, you can attach a garden hose here if you want, but I have this piece of hose that I just shove on there, and it fits. And my handle's broken, so I use these to open it up And you have to remember to unplug the pump or it'll continue to pull water out of there and this thing will never empty. Because it'll still, even though you unplugged it, it'll still gravity pull water out. A lot of times I drain it into buckets and then I do pour it in the garden, but because it's really helpful. It puts a lot of nutrients back into the garden. And then I kind of have this layer that is underneath the top layer. It kind of holds them in place. And I also have, this is all broken now, but it used to fit around the pipes and fit in there better. Just to keep stuff separated so water can go through. As you can see, and I just cleaned this 3 weeks ago. It's small for the size pond I have, for the size fish I have, I guess I should say. And you should be thankful that you cannot smell this because it's never good. These are from an old filter. I had a small filter that had a UV on it, a UV light, and it would be perfect if you had just a small in-ground pond, you know, maybe 100 gallons or something like that, but it did not work for me. So I just reused the sponges. It's just kind of a base that holds the stuff together. I just spray the hose in there. Okay, so this is it. There's nothing to it. You have, as you can see, this is where the water comes in. This is the drain hole right there. And then that's where it flows back into the pond.
Yeah, really not a whole lot to it.
No, it's real simple. It's real simple. So, I mean, you could do it fancier if you wanted. You could have a bigger garbage can. You could have more drains at the bottom. I guess if you wanted another pump, you could add another pump on the other side and have the water coming in through both ways. But I don't know the pressure on that, if that would be good on the garbage can. You might need something bigger than that. I spray it out. And I don't even know that this is a necessity. I think the guy that put it together for me looked up a video or something and they had it kind of this way, so that's what he done. Okay, so now I'm cleaning out the filter material. It's the bacteria stays in there, so you don't have to worry about it being gone. I mean, my pond has been running for 11 years, and I do it like this. About every 3 months or 3 weeks, I clean it like this. And I have plenty of good bacteria that never, ever, ever goes away. And you never get all of this stuff out anyway. And actually, about every 2 years, I go buy new material. Any pond place should have it. You can buy this stuff. The bacteria, once it's there, you don't have to worry about it. It's there. You can also buy bio balls, but I always rinse those out too because I have plenty of bacteria. And I think this time, I'm going to throw this on the bottom. Probably about this time of year, once the water stays warm finally. It's kind of been odd this year, but they will have eggs. They will try to make babies. So you do like a 50% water change at that time. And hopefully, if you've got enough hiding places in there and places for their eggs to stick, you'll end up with baby koi. You know, a lot of people do this the right way. You hire people and you come out and they take care of your pond and everything. And I do it the cheap, easy way. I've done it for a lot of years and I haven't lost any fish. Once in the winter, this year I lost a small comet. And then 2 years ago, I lost a small one. But so otherwise, my fish are healthy. I've had them for at least 11 years. The huge one in there, I've had at least 10 or 11. No, gosh, it's, yeah, 2010. So yeah. But anyway, once you get everything washed off and cleaned up, you just throw it back in there. Doesn't matter what order it goes. I'm sure there are a lot of videos out there that, how-to videos anyway, that will help tremendously if you're just starting out. We all got to start someplace, and believe me, like I said, there's probably a lot better ways of doing this than I do it, but it works. So my fish like it, so I like it. I used to every year get in here, drain it, put the fish someplace else, and scrub the walls and the bottoms. And it's like, this is just getting to be too much. Forget that noise. So, you know, and they eat this stuff throughout the winter because I quit feeding them October, November, and don't feed them again until March or April. So, and a lot of people would probably have a fit when they see me filling up the pond, but the fish actually love it, especially the comets, the smaller ones. They'll get right in the stream of the water and kind of swim through it. They like it. It takes them a minute. Once they realize what's going on, you'll see them start getting closer. And shove it down at them, they love it. I do have a goldfish in here from probably about 5 years ago that somebody won at a little fair, and they gave it to me. And it's not gold anymore, but its eyes are really red, so that's how I know it's the goldfish. Oh, right here, he's white. Right there. Yep. He is coming this way, right in the middle. See the white one, right, with the red eyes? That is a goldfish. See? Nozzle it down at him. Right. Yeah, the big ones used to come through it too. I have just in the last couple of years started putting salt in there. I've never done that before, but I know it keeps them healthy. So.
You just dose it on
and
700 gallons?
Startup, yeah. Yeah. When we built it, it equals out to about 700 gallons, or at least as far as I remember. It's been a long time ago. It was either 7 or 750.
See, he was just going into the stream.
And I think my deepest spot is only 2.5.
2.5 feet?
Yeah, so, and as you can see, my fish are big. They need more room, so.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make it larger this year. I have a few ideas. And there are so many things you can do. You know, they've got cute little waterfalls that you can attach, and pumps and they have lights that you can keep in there all year round that lights up the water at night. Yeah. And this is ugly, so like I said, you don't have to have, you can definitely find other ways to do this, but the PVC is what I had when I made it. In probably a couple weeks, I should be able to go down to Grassroots, and they probably got the pond plants that have water lettuce, water hyacinths. The hyacinths have a little pretty purple flower on it. The lilies, they have all colors, all different kinds of lilies. They have potted plants that stand up out of the water, you know. Just a matter of money. I'm gonna see if they'll eat while the water's going in there.
Braxton, what do you like most about the pond?
We have koi, and they do like actually sucking on people's fingers when they stick their fingers in.
Do you have a favorite fish in here?
Actually yes, I do. And I do not know where he is right now. He's that big orange one right over there.
Look at this little fat belly one. I love this one. I think that's probably actually a goldfish too. Yes. Yeah, and real fat belly. And then of course my one with a cyst on it or whatever. But he's fine. All my other fish are fine. He's happy. Let him live out his life the way he is. All the comets are probably about 10 years old too. So they haven't, you know, they were maybe that big. And the size of that tail on my orange one is amazing. I'm looking for my black one.
Yeah, he's the hardest to find.
Well, yeah, he kind of blends in really well. Oh, right here he is. Oh, drank a coffee in the morning, a beer in the afternoon. Heaven. Thanks for watching.
I absolutely love this outdoor pond that they made. It's a 2x4 construction, a liner, and a simple DIY filtration system that they have going on it. And I'm certainly grateful for Melissa taking the time to show us it and show us how it works and explain a little bit of how it went together.
Hope I helped.